Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I filmed this makeup tutorial for you guys, and by the way I was able to save my eyelashes just a little. I mean, this is still the last pair, but I tried to repair it so much. I used my tweezers, which obviously I cannot find right now. Oh yeah, it's right here. So I used my tweezers to remove that glue from my eyelash. Like, I sat down here literally for 20 minutes straight and I was like just pulling all the glue from my eyelash, and then I was able to savage, what's the word, not savage, salvage the word, yeah, salvage, I think. Yeah, so I was able to save my eyelashes. So I'm not pretty mad at them. I'm happy about them. I mean, in my last video they did look a lot horrible, but yeah, well, I was able to save them in this video. Also, I did not go to that makeup store, guys. I mean, I'm so fucking lazy, you have no idea. Like, immediately after I film a tutorial, I'm like, oh, okay, I've accomplished so much today, I'm just gonna lay on my bed and then sleep all day. I sometimes even forget to eat. I'm just that lazy. I mean, I love food, but then I'm just so lazy that I don't even want to wake up, go downstairs and order something for myself. Oh, anyways, let's get back to the topic. So yeah, guys, I filmed this makeup tutorial for you guys. I absolutely love how this looks. I also used a Morphe X Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette in this look, and the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette, and absolutely love how this look. I've never done such eyeshadow color on my eyes before, and absolutely love how this turned out, guys. And also this shade, guys, I've been wanting to try this particular shade since a very long time, since the time that I bought this eyeshadow palette. I mean, look at these colors, all these 4 colors I wanted to try for sure. I was able to use the blue shade in one of my tutorials on Instagram, not tutorials but one of my videos on Instagram, but I never was able to use this shade, and I was like, no Pooja, today you're going to just sit down and you're going to film eyeshadow look using those colors. So yeah, so I did that for you guys, and I absolutely love how this turned out. It looks so different. And yeah, in my lower lash line I use the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette, but you'll see that as we go into the video. So yeah, guys, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll also leave my social media, I think I'll write it somewhere here or here, somewhere in this video. Oh, by the way, I changed my setting today. I'm actually sitting opposite to a window. I think the light is like amazing. So yeah, I'm in a different setting, and I made sure that I called the housekeeping people to just clean up my room. I sat there, I was like standing near my window, and I was waiting for the housekeeping people to just come and clean my room, because I wanted to make a good impression, okay? So yeah, I made them clean my room, and I stood there. I was like waiting for them, and yeah, so I just wanted to try a different setting, because I don't know, I just felt like trying a different setting. So yeah, guys, so please do not forget to subscribe, like and comment down below what sort of videos you would like to see next on my channel. Please, it would be really helpful for me. Give me some ideas. So yeah, I'll do that for you guys, and without wasting any further time, let's get into the video. Hi guys, we are directly going to start off with the primer, and the primer that I'm using is the Milani Prime Light face primer. I don't know, I've been using the Illegal primer for so long, and this comes pretty close to it, and in fact this is even slightly better than the Illegal primer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm sitting opposite to the window. I mean, it's amazing what natural light can do to the video quality. I mean, like, so nice. So I'm just taking just a very little amount, and I'm gonna rub it. This has this gold flecks in it, guys, and this is also like a pore minimizing sort of a primer, so it's non-oily, so it fills the pores. This is non-oily, and it gives you that glow as well. I mean, that is every oily skin girl's dream, right? Yeah, so I'm just gonna put this all over my face. I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution Luxury Powder in Banana, and I'm going to put this before I lay down my foundation. I'm using a wet, not wet, I don't know why I always keep saying wet. I'm using a damp sponge to take this powder and put it all over my face. If you want an in-depth tutorial about how I do this and all, I've already filmed my updated foundation routine. I will link that video down below, so that in there I explain why I'm doing these steps and all that. So yeah. Also guys, thank you so much for showing me so much of love for the chit chat get ready with me video. I was so scared to do that video, guys, and but I'm so glad that I was able to put myself out there and just speak my mind. So yeah, thank you so much for all the love and support that you showed me on that video. It really means the world to me. Foundation, and today I'm using the Huda Beauty 4 filter foundation, one of my favorite foundation. So I'm using this foundation today and in the shade Toffee. This is a very thick full coverage foundation, guys. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, so next up I'm taking the Makeup Revolution concealer. This is in the shade C10. So I'm just taking this concealer and putting it at the high points of my face and also covering my under eyes. This is one of the most amazing concealers, guys. Also Makeup Revolution came out with new foundation sticks. I just placed an order. I am waiting desperately to try that foundation. I mean, if that foundation is as good as this concealer, then I just cannot wait. So I'm taking a different brush to buff in my concealer. So once I've put that concealer, next I'm going to quickly set it with some powder. And for powder, again I'm using the Makeup Revolution Luxury Powder. I absolutely one of the most favorite setting powders, guys. I don't necessarily bake with it. I mean, sometimes I use it for setting and sometimes I use it for baking, depending on the mood that I'm in. And don't worry if you see the powder falling all over me, I'll clean it up. Hopefully I'll remember to clean it up. But yeah, first in fact, guys, I'm going to put more powder under my eyes because there might be some fallout in the eyeshadows. I mean, when I swatched them, they were like amazing, and I don't think there should be any fallout. But yeah, because I always laid on my foundation first. I think it's better if I just put some powder underneath, so that even though there is some fallout, I can just clean it up later. Yeah. So once I've just put the powder, yeah. Yeah, so I've just put the powder under my eyes. I'll come back to the rest of my face, guys, but before that I'm just going to start off with my eyeshadow look. And for today's look, actually, I'm going to be using two eyeshadow palettes. One is the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette. I used this palette in my previous videos. I'll link that down below. I absolutely love this eyeshadow palette. And I'm also going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette. I know, guys, in my previous video also I used a Jaclyn Hill palette. But there's so many looks that you can do with this palette, guys. I'm not kidding. There's so many looks that you can do with this, and this is such a universal eyeshadow palette, guys. I mean, just buy this one palette and forget about it. I mean, this palette will give you so many amazing, different, vibrant, warm, bronzy looks. It's amazing. So I'm also going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette. Mostly I'll be using the Jaclyn Hill palette itself, but there is one shade in this eyeshadow palette that I want to use. So let's see how it goes. So because I've laid down the concealer as the primer for my eyeshadow look, I'm just gonna go ahead and set my eyelids with some powder. Blending brush like this, a big fluffy blending brush like this, and I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm just gonna put that all over my eyelids. So before starting with the eyeshadows, guys, I just want to quickly do my eyebrows because that will give me a better idea about where exactly I'm laying the eyeshadow and everything. So I'm just gonna take my this is a Nikak Nikak New York eyebrow pencil, guys. Absolutely amazing, so inexpensive, and this is just the best. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm just gonna quickly do my eyebrows and I'll be fine. So next I'm going to take up these two shades and put them in my crease. I'm just gonna be as messy as I want this to be, because as messy I can be with this, because this is just a shade that I'm putting in my crease, and we are going to lay down a lot of shades on top of this, so it doesn't really matter. You don't have to be precise with this. Yeah, as you see me doing, as you see me doing, so I'm just doing like circular motions, and then I'm doing windshield wiper motions. I'm using a very light hand once again, and I'm putting this all over my crease. Yeah, so once I've laid down the transition shade, I'm going to take this shade right here, which is my favorite shades. In fact, I think I'm going to be mixing this shade with this shade. So these two shades, this shade and this shade, I'm going to mix these two shades and put it almost above the transition shade that we laid down, and I'm using the same brush. All over my crease. Next up, I'm going to take a clean blending brush. This is a Morphe brush, guys. I'm so sorry, I always keep forgetting to link the eyeshadow brushes from where I bought this eyeshadow brush. I mean the brush set from Morphe. So I link I'll put the link in my description box. So I'm just using this Morphe brush. This is a blending brush. This is the clean blending brush once again, and I'm going to blend everything so that there is absolutely no harshness. I mean, there I cannot see any harshness as such, but I want it to be more blended. So that is the reason. Always keep a clean blending brush handy, guys. So guys, do you want me to do like a not 5 minute, let's be realistic. So do you want me to do like a 10-minute glam look? So I have this idea of a video where I do like a full glam look in 10 minutes. So yeah. So let me know if you would like to see such a video, or do you want me to do eyeshadow basics? Like I know that in videos I go pretty fast and don't really explain why I am doing certain steps. I try my best, but I know it's not always feasible. So let me know if you want me to do a eyeshadow basics video as well, guys, and I'll definitely do that for you. So next up, I'm going to take a different shade. I'm so attracted to this shades here, guys. So next I'm using this shade. I want to use these two shades in my tutorial today. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. When I swatched this, guys, oh my god, they were so smooth, so pigmented. I know swatching is not always ideal, because sometimes eyeshadows swatch a certain way, and then when you go lay it on your eyelid and then go to blend it out, it's completely different. But with just the swatches, I've never really used this eyeshadows in this palette, but with just the swatches, this shadows are amazing. So I'm picking up this shade right here, and I'm putting this mostly on my outer corner, and I'm slightly going to bring it towards my inner corner, because in my inner corner I want to be putting this shade. I want to put this shade. So yeah, a small brush actually, because I want to pack this shade mostly in my outer corners only. I'm taking a pencil brush like this, and I'm going to pack that eyeshadow. Oh, this is so pigmented and so beautiful. Yeah, so I'm just taking that, and because I want it to be only in the outer corners, I'm just going to be very precise with this. Pack most of the eyeshadow in my outer corners with the rest of the eyeshadow left on this brush. I'm just slightly bringing this inward, slightly. So once I've laid down the eyeshadow exactly where I wanted to, I'm taking that same clean blending brush that we used to blend out the previous shades, and I'm going to blend out this eyeshadow. See guys, when I'm blending that eyeshadow, most of it is like coming off. You can see the intensity is reducing, but that's the point of the blending, because you do not want a harsh line there. So once I've blended all of this out and I feel that okay, the intensity of the eyeshadow has reduced, I'm going to go back and put more eyeshadow on top of it. Yeah, so for now I'm just going to leave that eyeshadow there itself, and next I'm going to take my concealer and I'm going to carve out my inner corners. So yeah, this step is a little difficult to explain guys, but when you see me doing it, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Yeah, so I'm taking a flat brush which is from Morphe once again, and I'm just gonna coat my entire brush with that concealer, and I'm going to carve out my inner corners. So yeah. Yeah, so I've carved out my inner corners with the concealer. I know I look like really ridiculous and really scary, but I am looking into the mirror and I do look scary. So what I'm gonna, oh my god, once I start laughing, I cannot stop, guys. It's like one of those things that I have. I don't know why I keep doing these quotes. If any of you guys have watched Friends, guys, you know Joey in Friends, right? So there's one episode where he uses this quotes for all the wrong words. Like I don't know, I cannot remember of an example, but he keeps using these quotes for wrong things, and it's like I've got that thing now. So I'm like, yeah, I was searching for an apartment. Yeah, he got a promotion or whatever. I don't know why I keep doing these quotes for all the wrong things. Anyways, so the reason why I carve my inner corners with the concealer, guys, is because when I lay down an eyeshadow on top of that concealer, it's going to lay beautifully with a great amount of intensity. So that is the reason I carve out my inner corners with the concealer. Next, I'm going to take this shade right here. I mean, look at that. How beautiful is that shade? So I'm just going to take that shade again with a flat brush, and I'm using a different flat brush for this. It looks something like this, and I'm going to use this brush and put it all over. I've put it where I've put the concealer. That is without any setting spray, guys. I mean, look how intense it is. Wow. I'm basically. Oh my god, guys, that is so beautiful. Oh, it is so beautiful. Yeah, so once I've put down that shade in my inner corners, I'm going to go back into the the shade that we used in our outer corners, which is the shade right beside it, this shade, and I'm going to intensify my outer corners even back and intensify it. Don't worry guys, we'll blend all of this out. I've not done any blending. I'm just laying down the eyeshadows where I want them to. I want to do something different in my lower lash line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette, and I'm going to take a small pencil brush, and I think I want to use this pink shade. I know it's a little out there. It's not like a daily wear kind of a thing for sure, but I don't know. I'm just so tempted to use this pink shade right here in my lower lash line. So let's see how that goes. But I'm just gonna take that pink shade and I'm going to put it very close to my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a very small blending brush for my lower lash line. This is the brush that I always use to blend out my lower lash line eyeshadow. And I'm taking this brush and I'm picking some of that same pink shade, very little amount, and I'm gonna buff that lower lash line out. So basically on my lower lash line I'm using only one shade. And next I'm going to move on to the highlighting part. By that I'm using the inner corners and the brow bone. So I don't know which shade I want to use for the highlighting, guys. You know what, I think I'm going to use the same shade as the highlight that I'm going to put on my face, and I'm going to highlight my brow bone and my inner corners. But before that, let's move on to the rest of the face first, and I'm first gonna wipe away all this powder. Yeah, so I'm just wiping away all the powder on my face. Yeah, so next we are going to move on to the bronzer, and I'm using the Michelin bronzer. Next I'm going to move on to the highlight, and for the highlight, guys, today I feel like using the Morphe 35F palette. I absolutely love how the highlight shade turns out when I use this palette, guys. This is absolutely amazing. So I'm just gonna take the top row once again on my highlighting brush. I use this brush usually for my highlighting. So basically I'm going to mix all the shades together. Ooh, we went a little bit crazy there. It was way too much. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I'm pretty much what I'm completely done with my eyes. I wanted to use a nude eyeliner in my lower lash line, guys, but sadly I do not have one with me right now. So I just used a black eyeliner in my lower lash line as well. So next I'm going to go to the lips. So I don't know which shade, what sort of lips I want to do, guys. Maybe I want to do a pink one. I don't know why I'm obsessed with pink today. So I'm just gonna take this is, by the way, this is the Lakme Absolute Lip Tint Matte, and this is in the shade Pink Fantasy. So I'm just gonna use this lipstick and put it all over my lips. Guys, I've put on my lipstick as well. I mean, this is matte. I don't know if I want to make it a bit glossy. I'm tempted to use actually this Huda Beauty strobing liquid. This is in the shade Trophy White. No, this is in the shade Shameless. So I think I want to put this like right in the center of my lips, because this shade is like a little bit bright. I feel like just a little bit. I mean, it does match pretty well with the lower lash line eyeshadow. Okay, I'm just gonna use a very little amount of this. I don't know why I always need those shiny glossy lips, but yeah, just putting this like in the very center. So yeah, guys, this is the finished makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried something really different today, guys. I mean, I've been trying something really different these days. So yeah, I so wanted to try those shades from the Jaclyn Hill palette, guys, like you have no idea. But yeah, guys, this is the finished makeup look. I hope you enjoy it. I mean, I absolutely love how this looks. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and please make sure to comment down below what you thought of this video and what sort of videos you would like to see next. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video and for all the love on my previous video. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Someone's been eating a lot of junk food daily.